Hello and welcome to Kump.
Hello.
Hello, Lucie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Is this a day that bothers you, or are you happy? You're not happy, right?
I would describe this day as bittersweet.
Bittersweet. And the sweet, the bitter is not. The bitter is that. Explain this.
Bitter.
There's a lot going on in the world, all right? There's a lot of.
Yeah.
There's like a big ball of yarn, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make an analogy here.
Yeah.
This is something you can put on, clip it like on Fox News, right? I'm like Tucker Carlson, the big ball of yarn theory by Kump. There's a lot of threads. Actually, but is that how yarn works? I don't know. The Supreme Court's been busy this week.
Yes.
They've been getting their fingers in a lot of pies and a lot of they're juicing a lot of candles. Am I right?
Should we start with the good news or the bad news?
What's the good news?
We can officially start working on a gun hand patent in New York.
For years, I have been stifled. I have been kept from realizing my artistic and engineering promise, my capitalist vision of a gun hand, because New York City has taken it upon themselves to interpret the Constitution however they see fit. They tried to say that you had to show to demonstrate cause for why you need a gun hand.
Yeah.
Why would you need to walk around our fair city with a hand made of gun?
And we've been told, why not just put a glove on the gun hand? But that's not going to work.
The Constitution says, and I quote, the right to a gun hand shall not be infringed.
Yeah.
It doesn't say glove it.
Yeah.
It doesn't say, from time to time you need to fight your father, and therefore guns. It doesn't. There's no qualifier. If I don't have to demonstrate that my dad deserved to have a gun hand waved in his face, right? Okay. Yeah. I don't need to show that my life was in danger when I robbed that 7-Eleven with my gun hand.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You didn't come up with the idea for the gun hand so that only, celebrities and former cops could have them. This is a people's hand. I
don't even sell directly to cops because they are always trying to arrest me for selling gun hands. It's actually, it would be silly. I mean, can you imagine if I just went to advertise to cops, buy my illegal gun hand? Madness. It would be madness, Lucie. But no, things are in motion now. I'm gonna have the initial steel rods bolted into my wrist as soon as next week. But I guess other people are excited too because they get to carry regular guns like fucking amateurs. Enjoy that. So, are you excited? We live in New York City.
Yeah.
I mean, not Manhattan, but is it okay for me to say I live in New York City when I live in Brooklyn? It's still technically New York City, but most people think Manhattan. I don't live in the bustling Manhattan burb.
Oh, I think it's okay.
I don't live in the borough of dreams. the district of angels. All right, I live in the Brooklyn slop. But still. The same rules apply.
We're metropolitan.
I feel like it. Are you excited that now there'll be more people able to walk around you with guns? I mean, look, do you feel safer? I do.
Look, I think
we need more good guys of guns, right? That's what Jesus said.
I mean, look, maybe it'll create a few more apartments with thicker wall, reasonably thick walls. These walls are paper thin.
What landlord's doing that? What? People shoot themselves in their apartments all the time. No one's putting up new walls. What? Have you paid attention to landlords in New York City?
I'm just saying one of the arguments against guns in the city is
that it sounds too loud.
Is the sound pollution? When someone shoots himself in the head with their gun hand.
I gotta tell you, last night my kid was shot. I'm not sure they're gonna make it, and I couldn't get a lick of sleep because it woke me up. It woke me up. But what are your dreams in regards to this? What are you envisioning? What's your dream board tell you?
I think I think that a few more guns on the subway would maybe be I guess I could see an upside to that. Right?
You want more guns on the subway?
Yeah, more guns on the subway.
No, I'm like, well, okay, but I've been on the subway. I'm like, you know what? It is covered in piss and people are jerking off.
I mean, look,
at all angles. There's jerking off everywhere, and there's like human shit. Separate piles of it. But look, credit where credit is due. This is a perfect place for a gun.
I'm just saying, maybe people wouldn't like linger around the door when the subway comes to a stop.
What? Because you could be waving the gun in their face.
Yeah, maybe.
Get away from the door! I gotta get out. I'm late for work. Little Lucie with a gun. Are you gonna open carry or concealed carry?
Maybe.
I guess you're not allowed to open carry. Right? It's concealed carry. It seems like the open carry should be more legal because everyone knows they have a gun. But the big thing is concealed carry. It's like,
right.
I want you to approach me. I don't want you to know I have a gun.
Right.
I want you to have to guess. And then I pull it from my weird custom holster.
I don't want to risk that you would de-escalate this conflict.
Should we rob that guy with the gun or the guy who might have a gun?
Right.
It just, I guess there's arguments, right? Because that guy might shoot your gun, right? He might disarm you by shooting your gun. Can you do that? I know people always make stupid liberal, and I'm not saying they're wrong. When liberals are like, why do you need the cop shoot the gun out of his hand? And then that's not a real thing. That's not a real thing. But that being said, do you think certain criminal crack shot criminals will shoot your gun if they don't have it concealed?
Ooh, it would be. It would be cool if New York City became more like Justified. The show Justified. Crack shots. Just Timothy Oliphant and his weird PTSD Army Ranger sniper friend going around just daring criminals to draw down on them. Fun show. That would be interesting. Would be exciting, I guess. Do you envision? What happens when you shoot a gun? Can it still work? Probably. Oh, you the chrome on my gun is dented, and the gold finish. I envision having gold and chrome guns, and you've ruined the paint job of my gun. But can they still work? I wonder. Yeah.
So that's why everything is concealed carry. Put it in your pocket and hide it forever.
Put that in your pocket.
You think people are just going to walk around with guns in their pockets now, like in little fanny packs?
Oh, probably. The people who live in Brooklyn probably would make it that lame.
Oh, with the neon, those stupid soft hats, those neon soft hats, those green soft hats that have the visor that flips up. What is that? It's like a marathon jogger's hat that they ripped off of a dead person. And then they roam Brooklyn now with a fanny pack full of guns. Yeah, I guess the Constitution doesn't say, you can do anything.
Right.
Look, you have to look at the Constitution. Look, I'm not even sure you're allowed to be on this podcast because it's not in the Constitution.
That's true.
So we're kind of playing with fire here. Any day now, Clarence Thomas might come in and say, bitches be off podcasts. And then you gotta go. Because I'm not gonna stand in defiance of the Supreme Court. Never. They're too powerful. And I'm too much of a coward.
Yeah. I think that brings us to the bad news.
Well, it depends. Some people might love it. It's a great day to be unwanted fetus, I guess.
Yeah.
Not so much a great day for women who want to control their bodily autonomy. Great day for dads who rape their daughters who want to give them a baby.
Right, yeah.
Because that.
With the goal of giving them a
right.
baby.
Either way, they could look, either way it was fun. But, but now it's like, you got to keep it.
Not for everywhere. Some places you don't.
Yeah. It is amazing how many places are like, no, we're not doing that exception, though.
Yeah, it's amazing even one. I mean, it's just such an odd. Right. Like, it's only a fraction of the time. It's like, well, just let it go.
Yeah.
Look, I don't. What are we gonna say that we didn't say before? It's.
I mean, 20 years ago, there were more Republicans who were like, yeah, obviously, in cases of like rape and incest. I feel like.
I think most are still saying that, right? Or is it?
I don't know. It's crazy.
Oh, wait, or most are saying medical still, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But not all.
Not all.
Right. Or at the very least, like I've seen. Look, it's Twitter. I don't know what Twitter's for anymore.
Yeah.
But I see these debates going back and forth, and some people are saying like, it seems like some of the laws like maybe don't say no medical exemption, but they don't have a medical exemption.
Right, they're not like prepared. They
don't literally say like if your life's in danger, we won't give you one, but there's no exemption, so it's kind of
there's like effectively no abortion clinics. So like,
I mean, you need a clinic. We can't. I mean, in that situation, do you need an abortion clinic, or can a doctor just cut you open, fiddle around?
Fiddle around.
I'm just saying a life-threatening thing. Like what do you call those? Entropic or endotopic?
Yeah, when the fertilized egg gets stuck in the fallopian tube.
Can a doctor just kind of cut you and then get inside you? Yeah. Like I don't know if you need the abortion equipment for that, right?
You can take out. You can't eliminate the egg, but you can take out the fallopian tubes if you want.
Okay.
I don't know that that's true. I just, as long as you're hurting the woman, it's legal.
Welcome to America. I mean, some people are putting it out there that they should have open abortion clinics on Native American reservations or Indian reservations.
Okay,
and then which seems like an odd workaround.
Yeah, it seems weirdly aggressive towards the Native Americans. Yeah. Like,
hey, we're gonna have our abortions here. Hey, look, I know we took your land,
right?
And we have all these treaties that we don't. They don't mean nothing. We don't give a shit. Just get off the land. But whatever. Now you're here. But quick favor we need from you. We're gonna put like a few dozen clinics here.
Could we turn your lands into abortion tent cities?
Sacred? What does that mean, sacred? Yeah. What is sacred land? What does that even mean? Hey, we're going to do abortions here.
Could we use some of your land for a fetus landfill?
Oh, man. What? Your ancestor? What? I don't understand. No. Fetus. I mean, I guess I'm making it sound like they don't speak English. But I guess that's a joke.
Yeah. But it's what do you hate women?
What do you can we cancel these people? Can we cancel Native Americans? They don't want to have abortions here. I mean, Matt, oh my God. You think they'll do that? You think they'll cancel Native Americans over this if they say no? Because I've seen some of them saying, like, please, if we do this, it's our decision. But stop saying we should do it. And, like, I can see being like, like you said, like, hashtag Native hate. But like, usually Native hate goes the other way.
Right.
But this is like, people hate Native Americans because they won't.
There's another Standing Rock, but it's like Planned Parenthood representatives with bulldozers.
I mean, what if we just put them in the casinos? Because you gotta tell me the casino's sacred?
Yeah.
If I'm a negotiator, it's like, right. All right, so you're a Native American person.
Yeah.
Is this appropriate? Should we get a real Native American person to play your part? I don't know.
I mean, look, I'll okay, let's just try it.
Hey, we want to have abortions on your land.
I don't know if that's gonna, sit well with the people who live here. Like I mean, you're just coming to us when you want to. Like, where is this gonna go? Like, are you gonna?
I think you're being a little selfish. I mean, we did give you your freedom, didn't we?
No, you didn't.
We didn't.
No, you took a bunch of our land away and they gave us this little reservation, and now you want to use it.
We granted you reservations. No one else has reservations, do they? You see, any other race have reservations. Name any other people who have reservations.
Okay, look.
Doesn't exist. You can't do it. It's not possible. You're like privileged or something.
Okay, look. Well, this land is autonomous. It's ours. when women are killed here, like you don't send, you don't use your resources to investigate it. So why should what?
That does that. The state troopers who go into the reservations.
That's not true.
I didn't know you.
No, they a lot of the time they don't.
Well, I mean, I've dealt with it at the morgue.
I'm just saying a lot of the time they don't.
I don't know what the legal, jurisdictional crisis it was, but I've had the state troopers have to go in sometimes to the reservation, and there's murders, and I mean, I held bodies in my. I don't know. These bodies didn't exist now. You're telling me?
I'm just saying there are reservations on which it's a big issue.
I don't know how it works. I am just glaringly ignorant. Anyway.
Look, I know you dealt with some death.
Sure.
But I think you're being a little naive about this.
So,
anyway.
I mean, yeah, but put them in the casinos next to the baccarat table. Because, that's the thing. It's fine.
Can we get a cut?
We want to cut the money. Because we're putting, we are kind of now, we're going to have to spend some money to retrofit this building. So we want to cut the casino to kind of offset that cost. No, it's crazy days. I mean, they said it would never happen. People are accusing the Supreme Court, these justices, of lying in their confirmation hearings.
Oh, sure. Yeah, because...
I mean, it does seem like you didn't...
It's like,
I support women's rights. But that being said, I'm not taking the side of this, but I'm saying it does seem like a strange... Since it's like if you make it so that that's your litmus test, of course people are gonna lie.
No, yeah, of course they lie.
If it's gonna be we'll just basically filibuster you if you don't say whatever. Well, of course. I mean, what do you think? We all knew this is a Federalist Society existed. We all knew this was a scheme, right? To get the conservative. So this idea that you say he's not gonna do it.
Yeah,
he said he's not going to do it.
Look, the right would do a lot of things to gain and maintain power, but I don't think they would lie.
Right. So it just seems a little bit it's classic Democrats to be like,
right.
So you're telling me that they lied? That's your headline today? Oh, they lied.
Yeah.
It's like being in Nazi Germany or I guess Stalinist Russia.
Right.
I mean that fucking Hitler. We had a pact. Motherfucker. Can you believe this guy? Can you believe this fucking guy? He lied to us. Son of a bitch.
Is there any way that gun hands could provide a solution to this issue? I mean,
whether you want it or not, gun hands are going to cause some miscarriages. That's my prediction. I don't want that. We're working on it. But every doctor I talk to says it's lead poisoning is almost a certainty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you have the bullets inside you basically, effectively, and they leak into your blood. Not great for a baby. So I mean, I don't know if that's a net positive or not. I mean, now that people who can't get abortions won't be able to get them, or won't want them, can't get them. I don't know,
Could we add a...
does the people who get abortions that they wanted now, effectively get them? Does that outweigh the thousands of women who will lose their babies, who wanted the baby?
Right, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, could we add a gadget to the pinky, maybe? Add a pinky to the gun hand that maybe has a little vacuum on it.
To shove more lead inside you?
Yeah.
There's already a ton of lead. I mean, this thing's got it's got 100 bullets in there, and they're pure lead bullets. I made sure they were lead because I got extra lead in the bullets.
Well, that's sort of a loophole.
What?
The right can't afford to be seen.
I need a loophole in case I get sued. So we got to figure that out.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm not excited about that. Is the Supreme Court going to protect me? Isn't it my constitutional right to give people lead poisoning?
Look, I think if the bullets...
I think we can get them to agree to that.
I think if the bullets in the gun hand kill people, then you're good.
Okay.
If the lead in the bloodstream kills people,
well, the lead is the bullets.
Yeah.
The bullets are the lead.
No, that's a great argument. You should try it.
Bullets. We want bullets. Look, this is America. We are all on board with bullets should kill people.
Yeah.
My gun hand didn't kill him. The bullets did. That's nature. Nature has done its course. Welcome to America, Justice Kavanaugh. What else is going on with it? Any other Roe related? It's a bold day. Can we agree on that? It's a bold day.
Yeah.
Bold.
Precedent set. Well, I think
Precedent crushing.
we used to say. I remember like growing up, there would be Supreme Court cases, and it would be like, this sets a bad precedent.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous precedent.
Well, for other cases.
We're beyond precedents now.
Well, look, I mean, look, that's the bad faith of it. I mean, look, there is the argument that like Roe wasn't a great jurisprudence case. I mean, if you look at a legal thing, right? Like, it's just not. It was probably a stretch to begin with from a legal point of view. I mean, they should have. You had 50 years. We should have, Democrats should have figured out a way to like make it a law or get an amendment.
Look, I hear that, and I've said the same myself.
I'm not saying that's why they did it. It was kind of a flimsy house that you built this, or flimsy foundation you built the house on.
I get that. I've argued the same thing, but it's like, you kind of have to deal with the hand you get, and like that was the court case that gave a lot of people rights. Like I don't know if today's the day when I'm going to say like, wasn't that like, yeah, it's like. But,
no, I'm not. I'm just making the point that like, the overall point, people are like, is that like, if you're going to say, well, precedent doesn't matter. Well, look, they can cases can be revisited. Brown versus the Board of Ed struck down what was it, Plessy versus Ferguson or whatever.
Right.
You can that's just it's what the court does. Like I'm saying that's how the court can function. It's not like precedent doesn't matter. They just took it into.
Yeah, well, look, it doesn't matter except when it does.
Well, I'm saying, look, I mean, precedent.
I'm saying like except when it doesn't. They
don't have to follow their own precedent.
Yeah.
Lower courts are much more bound by stare decisis, which is a term for like following precedents.
I'm just saying, like, I think in the past you've definitely had like justices that cared more about the precedent set by the Supreme Court. Like,
sure. Look, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, it's just, but sure. I mean, or whatever. I mean, did they, or was it aligned with their way of thinking?
I mean, maybe. I just think
you're never gonna know. These people are snakes. Judges are all snakes. Judges are all like just very sneaky, and they're gonna, they'll play poker with you and then fuck your wife. And my point is, you just never know. They'll never show their hand until they're in a position of where they have power.
Right.
So it's like, the fact that Ruth Bader Ginsburg didn't strike down Roe, it's like, it wasn't necessarily because she didn't think it was a good case, but she didn't try to strike it down.
Yeah.
So whatever. What are we gonna do? I mean, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm on your side.
I want you to get Roe versus Wade put back into place.
I'm working on it. All right.
I was asking you earlier. I was like, should we like protest or something? And you were like, I don't know. Do you want to protest? And I was like, no.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to protest? Or you want to spend 40 years getting like a secret cabal of judges into into the mainstream?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, they did. Look, you got to hand Republicans. They did a good job. They were good. They had this whole. Usually, these secret societies don't always work.
Right.
Well, I guess they do. I guess the world's governed by them. But whatever. So another win for the secret societies. I guess the Federalist Society isn't secret.
No.
Can you just go? Is there a building for the Federalist Society? The Federalist Society, if no one knows, or if anyone doesn't know, it's just like this. What was it? Like an organization that conservatives started just to kind of, I guess, like highlight conservative, put them in their bosom. These judges, these lawyers, kind of recruit them to become judges.
Yeah.
Over the past. Whatever. I mean, is there a liberal version? I'm sure the liberal version is probably just some weird, shitty house in the valley near LA with a bad pool. I don't know.
Kidney shaped pool.
Yeah, you don't want a kidney shaped pool.
You want it to be square.
Square is it's classier.
Yeah.
That's why we lost the court. Anyway, you were telling me about this raid.
Yes.
There was a raid that happened.
The FBI seized 25 paintings from the Orlando Museum's Basquiat. Is that how you pronounce it? Basquiat?
Basquiat.
From that exhibit.
Basquiat. Say it.
Jean-Michel
Say it.
Basquiat.
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 No, Basquiat. I need you to get this right.
Basquiat.
Basquiat. Pronounce it correctly, please.
Brett Kavanaugh.
Yeah, I don't know. Basquiat. I mean, people always talk about Basquiat and like, is he good at painting? I've never seen his paintings. I don't know. It didn't show up in the documentaries I watched.
No, I wouldn't recognize one, but apparently these are all frauds.
I'm sure he is good. I said they're good. You said no. Let's not go that far. They probably are decent.
Look, if they can be this easily confused with frauds, they can't be that great.
Oh, is that what happened with frauds?
Yeah, they're fakes, right?
Oh, I thought they were stolen.
Oh, maybe they are. Maybe
I don't know. Just tell me the story. I spent so much time saying Basquiat. I don't know.
The FBI seized 24 paintings from Jean-Michel Basquiat from a Jean-Michel Basquiat exhibition at the Orlando Museum of Art amid an investigation into possible fraud. The feds alleged in court papers that it was uncovered false information related to the alleged prior ownership of the paintings and attempts to sell the paintings using false provenance. So I guess they were stolen.
It'd be funny if it was all done by Banksy. And he's like, "Oh, you discovered my newest prank." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I've been selling these fake Basquiats." It's like, how's that a prank?
Right.
He's just.
I'm doing a Banksy thing.
It's me. I'm Banksy. Look, I'm selling art that isn't really under false pretenses. I'm a genius. Is there more information?
Okay, a spokeswoman for the museum.
Did they come in with guns? Do you think they came in with like AR-15? What do they use? They don't use AR-15s, I guess.
They're just shooting at paintings.
And children.
Yeah.
Some kid drinking a 7-Up getting fucking murked. Sorry, kid.
A spokeswoman for the museum said Friday that it had compiled with a request from the FBI for access to its Heroes and Monsters exhibit, and that the exhibit was now in the FBI's possession. Quote, "It is important to note that we still have not been led to believe the museum has been or is the subject of any investigation."
Snort. Put these people in jail.
Yeah.
Put them in jail. Museum curators need to be held accountable. I'm sick of them just running around telling me that my paintings don't belong in their museums, and I can't piss on the wall. And that, I'm not allowed to bring in a churro. And, put that down. I'm sick of it. These people need to be, they're too much for too long. These museum people. They were in on it. They were in on it.
Oh, yeah, probably.
The art world is like, look, I do think Monet was good. And like those impressionist guys, right? And is that Basquiat I'm looking at? Or is that a fake Basquiat? Either way.
Yeah, this is called Untitled.
Is it him or not?
Self-Portrait or Crown Face 2. Yeah.
Looks good. Looks cool. No, I mean, it doesn't seem as I think Monet was better. But I like this. But the point is, it's like, all the stuff that like Jackson Pollock.
Right.
Jackson Pollock? I mean, that guy, first of all, wasn't he a CIA operative? And like he's just like a guy who was like, hey, like we need you to go like, infiltrate these like weird art people like Lou Reed or whoever. And he's like, what's my cover? You're a painting artist. And he's like, well, I don't paint. He's like, dump some paint on the canvas and just, if anyone questions it, tell them they're a cop. Say you're a fucking cop. And he's like, you want me to say what? And the guy starts snorting codeine. And guess how the CIA works. They don't like, they're not nerds, right? One thing you can say about the CIA is they're not nerds.
Right.
So they're not going to like plan stuff properly. They're not going to like teach them how to paint. It's like when Kermit Roosevelt went over to topple the Iranian government, they got like circus people to start riots, and they didn't like spend like a year sowing discord. They got a bunch of strong men who started hitting walls, right? The CIA is they're not dorks. They do coke and they party, and then at the last second they're like, all right, let's burn this fucker down. So with Pog, it was like, should I like learn? You know, you want to get like a guy like how about Basquiat teaches me how to paint? And he's like, no. I don't know if they're contemporaries. I have no idea when Basquiat lived. But, you know, someone could teach him to paint. He's like, no, you're going to just dump paint in the wall. Say it's art. I love it. I just starts bashing his own head into the wall. He's just coked out. Anyway, what were we saying? Oh, it's a Basquiat. But they lie. I mean, you know, all these artists are just like modern day art. It's all crap. What's pulling my head down? And,
yeah.
Well, you don't agree with me? You think all the paintings are great?
I think these are beautiful. I think.
Well, that's Basquiat. I'm not saying Basquiat.
This piece of cardboard moves me.
Oh, is that really a piece of art?
No, I think this is just the back
That's
of something.
trash. Wait, they bought a painting that was on cardboard? Is that what Basquiat did?
It looks like cardboard, yeah.
That's not archival. I mean, look, I am all for sticking it to the man, but like canvas, the whole idea of canvas boards is they're supposed to be like acid free or something. It's like when you buy those plastic bags of comic books. It's so that your little Batman comic doesn't get covered in acid because it's acid and plastic, and it gets all over the Batmans. You need acid free bags and just certain kind of cardboard. This motherfucker just painting on the back of a UPS box. It's not gonna last 50 years. Maybe it has. I don't know. Again, I know very little about this, and I'm not gonna learn. Tell me more secrets about this.
Okay, I mean, this is all just...
Is anything good? We squeezed this one?
Yeah, well, maybe. The owners of the paintings and the Orlando Museum's director and chief executive, Aaron DeGroft, have all maintained that the works are genuine. None immediately returned a request for comment about the seizure of the paintings. Yeah, they're all in on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, it is all a big scam.
Yeah.
Thanks, he's in on it. Fucking the guy from with a Dr. Boganzo. Dr.
Brainwash?
Dr. Brainwash from the exit to the gift shop.
Yeah.
He's just fucking... He's just like he owns one of the stock in the company, this shell company they created. It's all you should watch F for Fake. There's an Orson Welles. I don't know what you call it. It's like a mix between documentary and narrative, sort of. Or it's very weird, but it's all a lot of it revolves around this guy named Miranda, who was a renowned art forger. See, I understand this. I always thought art forgery was like, oh, here's a Mona Lisa, I'll copy it. Which just seems like how, even if you're good, like it's like there's a record. But no, the whole idea of art forgery is to be able to paint in the style of the guy. So you can kind of be like, hey, look what my grandpa found in the attic or whatever, you know?
Right.
And he would do that. And he'd do Matisse's and whatever. Matisse. And stuff like that. Renoir's maybe, I don't know. Usually, Orson Welles was a big liar too. He even admits it. So was Amir the Hore even that good of a forger? I don't know. But the point is, watch the documentary. This reminds me of it. You ever seen it?
No, I never seen it.
Did we start watching it and you were like, I can't watch this? Because Orson Welles is just a fucking fat maniac. It's very self-indulgent, but it's brilliant. It pioneered like the MTV style editing.
He is just a very weird narrator because he like appears in the documentary. He's the narrator.
He comes in like at 90 miles an hour as a goddamn magician, just fucking playing coin tricks with a kid.
He has a weird way of trying to eye fuck you through the screen.
I mean, he's sexy. Just say he's sexy. Just say you want to fuck Orson Welles. It's fine. You wouldn't abort his baby. I'll tell you that much.
No.
Because he'd punch you in the face. He would have no problem hitting women. That's my prediction. I miss Orson Welles, though. He was a cute guy.
Was he really? Did he really beat women?
I don't know. I mean, look, would you be surprised if he gave a couple slaps every now and then?
He didn't seem to have like the energy. Like,
look, towards the end, he was very into the wine and not moving. And being a fucking, yeah. But I mean, look, think of all the people who've Me Too'd, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say most weren't legit, but like just the ones we definitely don't even doubt, right?
Right.
You telling me like a lot of those people you weren't even like you weren't a little surprised? There's plenty of people who are like, oh, really? Ah, that's a shame. You really thought Charlie Rose was a perv?
I didn't think he wasn't.
All right, so are you more surprised? You'd be more surprised to find out that Orson Welles lightly slapped women sometimes. wait. Then Charlie Rose apparently regularly would like have interns bring him his briefcase as apartment and open the door with a naked with dong hanging out.
I'm not saying that Orson Welles.
I'm saying that seems more. That's more what you had in mind for Charlie Rose than what you had for Orson Welles. That seems crazy to me. I'm not saying I ruled it out.
I don't know. Like, just on a superficial level, like, Orson Welles seems more just like a regular drunk. And, like, Charlie Rose has kind of a creepy, like, Crypt Keeper vibe that I could see.
Oh, he was so engaging. The Crypt Keeper is nowhere near that engaging. The Crypt Keeper could never talk to Donald Rumsfeld for, like, an hour. And push back. He'd push back. People don't give credit. Charlie Rose, oh, he would just move these people. He would push back. He would ask hard questions. Yeah, he's not going for the throat every time, but he's getting more than you would normally have. The Crypt Keeper's just like, wah!
I'm not saying
he's very one-dimensional.
First, the aesthetic impression you get of a person isn't always fair, but like
Sure.
I could see him sleeping in a coffin and showing his dick to women.
I'm not saying it never crossed my mind, but I mean, I don't know what. He's just Orson Welles is just a drunk. I mean, yeah, well, drunk guys, yeah, that happens.
Yeah,
I don't remember the King in Radio Flyer being like, "Well, I'm 100. Here's my 3 month sober chip. Now let me beat up my stepson." I mean, he drank a lot. That seemed to be the thing. I'm not saying you blame the alcohol, but you know. Just take a personal inventory. Oh, I hit my son, and while I was doing that, I made a mess. Right?
Yeah.
Radio Flyer.
I'm saying I could see Orson Welles being absent, like being like, you know, emotionally absent
Right.
from his woman. And his woman's like, why don't you touch me? And he's just swirling brandy and staring into a fire and imagining like all of the great works he's going to make.
I mean, do you envision Orson? Yeah. I mean, I think he had new women. I think he paid them.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I'm sure he had girlfriends. But, you know, he was, when you're a man with the corporeal pleasures, a lot of times, at that point, look, he let himself go. I'm sure he fucked plenty in his day above board. Right? He was a beautiful guy, right? Yeah. He was Citizen Kane. He's a good-looking guy, right? Maybe a little odd-looking, but a good-looking guy. You're telling me he wasn't good-looking young?
He was good-looking.
All right. Yeah. So I'm saying he could lay pipe.
Yeah, I'm sure he could.
But as he's older, he's like a 70-year-old man doing pea commercials, Mrs. Swanson's peas, right? He wasn't above paying a woman probably to, like, you know, fillet his balls while he drank some fucking Krug. Or Chateau Cum. Welcome to America. Was he American? He was, right? He wasn't British.
Yeah, I think so.
Was he British?
Yeah, no, he was American.
He had that transatlantic thing going on. Hello. Hello there. I mean, that's not how he sounded, but he had more of a thing like this. Hello, Lucie. Welcome to the Kump podcast. I'm so glad you could be here. Sorry about Roe versus Wade.
Thank you, Orson. That's kind of you.
It's an indelible day for women's rights.
Well, Orson, you know, it's not just women.
I believe life begins at 5 years old.
Well, that's a little late.
Anything before that's fair game to Mr. Wells.
Oh, my God. You're saying
he's not fucking. He's just aborting him.
Yeah.
No, he's not. I'm not saying he's like a pedophile. Yeah. I have no reason to think that.
Just
murdering, yeah. But more like out of
just the murder of toddlers.
Well, I mean, the abortion of toddlers. In his mind, like he's making the case. He's not. I'm not saying he's right. But that's the case he's making. It's our, responsibility to push back on Orson Welles when he tries to do that. That's where democracy works.
Yeah. And when Orson Welles uses such exclusive language.
I paid for this woman, what of it? She's not my concubine. This is a good impression. I'm trying to get better at impressions.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good start. That's a good one.
Thank you. I'm losing it. even whenever I hit an impression, it lasts for like a minute at most. I've already lost the impression, so he doesn't sound the same. Whatever it was. Anyway. You know, I came up with a new name for myself this week.
Yeah, I know you did.
Should I say it or should you say it?
I think you should say it.
What's my name? What's my name, Lucy?
You're Rat Daddy.
I'm Rat Daddy.
Why? Where did this come from?
I have no idea.
From what?
Do you remember?
What alter ego is this?
Do you remember? 'Cause I just don't remember.
It doesn't matter where specifically it came. It doesn't matter when we decided.
It denotes a certain level of confidence that I have in myself, I think.
What subconscious urges or forces are being represented by this alter ego of yours?
The Rat Daddy?
The Rat.
I don't know. I feel like it's just my id.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just who I want to, you know. It's kind of like gun hand. It's like me yelling at a guy that I'm going to shoot myself in his front yard. It's the things I create to get through life. And Rat Daddy is one of them. I'm the Rat Daddy.
I'm just imagining. Have you ever seen one of those like old videos from the 1950s that it's like a psychiatrist treating a patient who's been diagnosed with like multiple personality or something?
Sure.
I'm just imagining you in one of those videos.
I mean, you'd be a psychiatrist, I guess.
So when does Rat Daddy come out to play?
Maybe when I'm not feeling particularly like confident in my manhood.
And what does a Rat Daddy do for you in those moments of despair?
Well, he lays pipe. He's just a guy who lays pipe and nothing can bother him. He's great. I love Rat Daddy.
What do you mean by lay? Are you referring to sexual prowess?
Yeah, he really knows where to put it. He knows where, how long to put it there. Which I sometimes struggle with.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been there, ma'am.
I'm not sure what you mean.
It's just how long this thing goes to be in there, and like, do I shake around while it's in there? But Rat Daddy knows. Rat Daddy's got the answers. Rat Daddy just he doesn't ask questions. I mean, I'm not saying he's consent's a big thing with him, but he doesn't ask how to do it. Don't get it wrong. Rat Daddy's a consent boy. But he's not asking, which hole. He knows.
Yeah.
Rat Daddy already knew there was a hole for pee. That wasn't just part of the vagina. I wasn't. I was a little surprised, but Rat Daddy always knew. Rat Daddy.
And then it just fades out, and a title comes on screen, and it's like the patient. The patient was found dead in his apartment weeks later. Apparently dead after trying to graft a gun to his hand.
Yeah. Honestly, there should be a cartoon of Kump.
Yeah.
It's just the many worlds of Kump. Or the many Orson Welles of Kump. I don't know. There's Orson Welles character. There's the Rat Daddy character. There's the gun hand character. There's the LeBron James coach character who coaches LeBron James.
And no one else.
And threatens his family.
Yeah.
And no one else?
Yeah.
Oh, no, LeBron James' personal coach.
Yeah, who threatens his family.
That's a classic one. Go back and watch what was that, Coach Kump? People ask me, like, bring up old stories. Like, I don't know. Like, where's gun hand? There's never called... If you're wondering about where to find this, people have messaged me on, like, Twitter or whatever. Like, can you talk about old stories? And we'll try. But it's like, I couldn't find the episode. It's called Raymond Gunhand. I mean, it's from last year, but I mean, it's not like it was called, like, the Codex of Superion. Right. It's Raymond Gunhand. You know what you gotta do here? I always wait till the end of the episode for this.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe to the damn video, please. You love it. You want it. Even if you don't, we need it. We need it to thrive. And also, come check out our Patreon.
Yeah.
It's an extra episode every week for $5 a month. That's Not bad.
And they're great episodes.
Great episodes. So we always say at the end, but what if people, this time we wait. I made sure to say it up front at the 45-minute mark.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited to talk to you people. I forget to say it. So excited to get to my takes. But yeah, Orson Welles. What were we talking about? Raymond Gunhand. Oh, Miranda rights. There's a whole thing with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently people are saying, well, the cops don't have to. So basically, you can't sue a cop now. There's no Supreme Court goodie.
Oh, good.
You can't sue a cop if they don't read Miranda rights. It's still not admissible, right? But you can't sue the cops. So, Supreme Court, they like to get a little spicy sometimes. With some of their decisions, they like to be playful.
Yeah.
It's like, well, just no more suing cops. But they still have to read your rights or you can't, whatever. So if they paralyze you, you don't have to go to jail if they don't read your rights to you. But you can get a wheelchair. Well, your family can buy you one, I guess.
Right.
But we're not giving it to you. Get out of here.
America.
Thoughts?
Well, that seems bad. It seems like you should be able to sue cops if they paralyze you and don't read you. Well, I don't know what paralyzing the person has to do with it, but I think they should probably have to read you.
I don't know where you're getting that from, but I wrote this note down. You want to hear this note?
Yeah.
I don't want. That's not a quote from me. There was something I wrote down. Maybe something you said. Mm-hmm. I don't want to fuck cats or nothing, but this cat has an ass.
Huh.
I think I was telling you. I think I was watching my brother's cats this week while they were away, and I was telling you the cat had an ass. Is that what happened?
I don't think. I don't. Just try not to say anything too self-incriminating.
Well, no. Well, actually, it wasn't about that.
You went to the apartment, you fed the cats, and you left. That's our story.
No, I remember now, but I don't want to say it. I think we were role playing a little bit as you as a cat, and then the idea of just started spreading. I told you I was writing this down for the show.
Yeah.
Don't act like I brought this up out of nowhere. I'm like, I write this down. I'm like, that's how this show works. Sometimes we think it's going to be gold, and then we go, well, where's that? What does that sentence mean?
I just want to point out that I was not present for the feeding of the cats. I was asleep the whole time.
I pet those cats. I have pictures documenting everything good I did to the cats.
If I were you, I wouldn't even admit to touching them.
You would be some cruel mixing of nature and not pet them. They need pets. I didn't fuck cats. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm Rat Daddy. Rat Daddy doesn't need cats. Fuck.
He's got plenty of rats.
On our Patreon episode, by the way, I forget how did it come up. We were talking about cartoons.
Yeah.
Do you remember why? Doesn't matter. I was trying to remember the name of a cartoon, and I was saying it was like a black kid. Little kid, bald.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I couldn't think of the name. And I had you Googling POC cartoon characters, and I was calling it Callie. I just want to put it out to anyone on the Patreon who's listening. I did subsequently discover it was Caillou, and he's a very, very white boy. So I don't know why I remembered him being POC,
Yeah.
black or whatever, African American.
Yeah.
But that was fun.
Just a notably white cartoon.
I spent 15 minutes just yelling at you, just go find this Callie. Find this Callie boy. I don't even know what point we were trying to make.
Someone even commented, I hope he's not talking about Caillou.
Caillou, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was.
Yeah.
So, enjoy that.
That was how we celebrated Juneteenth.
Oh, yeah, Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it was a Juneteenth episode. That's right. It's such a mixture of emotions. You got Juneteenth, and then the row, and then the guns. What is it? Oh, you have a story about a thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a Supreme Court ruling if the celebs.
Yeah, we need
didn't
celebrities to weigh in. I need my Imagine moment.
People, you want to hear what Billie Eilish had to say about this?
Billie, she's the one who goes, "I'm the bad girl, gonna fuck your dad, girl, stick it in my rat curl."
Yes.
I like the Rat King. I'm a big girl, never eaten toe curl. Stick it in my no hurl.
That's the radio safe version.
Yeah.
Fuck
your dad.
She had some words at Glastonbury.
Fuck me, Jesus. Glastonbury. That's a place where the Chemical Brothers played. Scotland, right?
Yeah, well, it's also where Billie Eilish plays.
Oh, I prefer the Chemical Brothers. That's you knew that when you met me. So what does Eilish say? What did she say about abortions? Like, they shouldn't be incest thing because I want to fuck your dad. Well, I guess that wouldn't be incest, right? It's your dad.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. Yeah, it wouldn't be her dad.
Yeah, good point.
She said, "Today is a really dark day for women in the U.S. Bigot." And I'm calling her a bigot there.
I get it. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say that because I can't bear to think about it any longer in this moment. This song is dedicated to that, I guess.
Inspiring.
Strong words.
Wait, repeat that, please.
Today is a really dark day for women in the U.S., and I'm just gonna say that because I can't bear to think about it any longer in this moment. This song is dedicated to that, I guess.
It's a good thing that you're not an artist who has to take this energy or this unspoken thing and put it into words.
Yeah.
Thank God you're not that person. Thank God you don't have that job, and thank God you're not paid a lot of money to do it.
Right.
Because God forbid you have to articulate anything besides want to fuck someone's dad.
It would be great if she was like, "This song is dedicated to that. It's called Ass Fuck."
I mean, that'd be appropriate.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Ass fuck, not in my pussy schmuck. I'm a big driver truck. Oh, put it in my ass right because the Supreme Court's not right. Woo! I know she doesn't do that, but I would add woo. Right?
What?
Woo! Like, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly.
Like an angel.
Yes.
Voice like an angel.
Thank you.
Phoebe Bridgers also had something to say.
Who is it? I mean, this came up before in the show, right? I don't know who the hell this Phoebe Bridgers is.
I like
Her
Phoebe
name
Bridgers.
is Phoebe Bridgers?
Yeah, Brittany. Yeah.
It really, she should change it. Look, people, I'm not one of these people who thinks people should change their name because it sounds too Jewish or too ethnic or too Italian.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be. But Bridgers should just be Bridges.
Yeah.
Bridgers is not a thing. What's Bridger?
Bridgers.
Just make it Bridges.
Yeah, it's not it doesn't roll off the tongue.
No, Phoebe Bridgers. Was it? Is it kind of a Nicholas Coppola situation, like a Nicolas Cage, where she actually is Jeff Bridges' son or daughter, I guess, or whatever, and she didn't want to get credit for it, so she changed it. But she changed it to Bridgers.
She just had one letter.
Yeah. What is her big song?
She did Motion Sickness. She did Kyoto.
I don't know any of these songs.
I like Phoebe Bridgers.
I don't know if I do or don't.
Yeah.
I've never heard them. What'd you do?
She said, "Fuck that shit."
What,
Fuck,
really?
Yeah. Fuck America and all these irrelevant old motherfuckers trying to tell us what to do with our fucking bodies. Fuck it. I actually think that's better.
It's better than, look, this is bad. I don't know.
There's a little emotion behind
Look,
it.
this is bad, I guess, and I'm not sure. I don't want to think, so I guess this is something, whatever.
Yeah.
It's better than that.
Yeah.
It's still, look, and there's definitely a place for that. And I'm not saying anyone has to be Dr. King, because he was good.
Yeah.
He was really good. But I feel like he'd have a better line.
Right. Yeah. Oh, he would definitely have a better response.
Who has any woman had a great, who's the de facto woman with the great lines?
You're putting me on the spot here.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Maybe you could do it.
No, I mean,
Maybe this could be you. This could be your whole thing. When the dark night rises. Wait, why is this too bad?
It would be great if I became the foremost speaker on abortion rights, and everything I say is just a quote from Batman.
Yeah. Wait, that's we burned down the forest. Never. It's all those Alfred quotes. Yeah. We're not scared of thugs like you. What?
What do we do when we fall down?
We cry for help. What's the point of doing so many bloody push-ups if you can't even lift a bloody log? What Phoebe Bridgers? Oh, that's what she said?
Yeah, that's
Said, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Yo, scratch that noise. I don't believe in. I'm Phoebe Bridgers, daughter of Jeff Lebowski, and I'm just here to say that that Supreme Court that Supreme Court jazz, that ain't it, son. That ain't it. Do better. Bridges out.
This ain't it, Chief. Let us have abortions on your land.
And then she does her cover of a little bit of Jessica on my mind, a little bit of Tina with some wine, a little bit of Judith. Did she do that song? Did she do Mambo number 5? She should really close her set with Mambo number 5. A little bit of Dallas in my ass, a little bit of Phoenix with the grass, whatever that do, bop boo bop boo. Phoebe Bridgers and how are you? What I mean? Was there a riot or something?
I don't think there's been any riots.
I thought you were telling me something about Glastonbury or something.
No, it's just that some people spoke at Glastonbury. It's a
it's a festival.
yeah, it's a music festival.
The Chemical Brothers didn't play there. You know why? They had COVID.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram. They're like, "We're sorry we couldn't play this castle." And I was like, "What?" Apparently they're playing at a castle in England or Scotland or whatever.
Jesus.
They're techno boys. They don't look. What do you think? They live in the castle? Whatever.
I think they could. Godspeed to them.
How rich do you think they are? Let's look up their net worth.
I'm sure there are castles that you don't have to be rich to afford.
I mean, what is their
Dilapidated castles.
Chemical Brothers net worth? Because this thing's always accurate. What do you guess?
What their net worth is?
Yeah.
$10
That
million.
includes synths. Net. There we go. 22 million.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's
Isn't that far
both
off?
of them. So it's like 11 each. I wish I could play some, but we'll be copyright struck. And, you know, hopefully they don't remove me because of Phoebe Bridgers songs, they're saying.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of weird that they include them both like they're married or something.
Who?
The two brothers now.
Yeah, I mean, look, the guy writing Google doesn't know that they're actually not brothers.
Oh, they're not actually brothers?
No, they're not related at all.
It's false
Like
advertising.
Tom Simmons and Ed Roland, or Ed Roland and Tom Simmons. I don't know. Rat Daddy.
Part of the appeal to them is you imagine them.
Oh, we
making-
passed gun control legislation. Or the Supreme Court, or the Senate did. Or did they pass it? I don't know. People are very upset because we have red flag laws. Do you think we should be red flag people?
Yeah, look, I think that if it does seem like there's a.
What if people don't like this podcast episode and they decide to red flag us and we can't have guns anymore? I mean, is that the world you want to live in? The arbitrary world that you have donned to deemed worthy to create?
I mean, look, I don't think maybe podcast listeners should be a relationship that counts under red flag laws.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't think it is. I think it's more for boyfriends and stuff, right?
So what, if you hurt me, I can red flag you?
Yeah.
If you fucking think, you better be careful, because I'm gonna red flag your ass. And no gun for you. I mean, is this gonna become a thing? If you don't, you better buy me that fucking ring, or I'll red flag your ass, you little packet of fucking scumbag. You better take me out to nice dinners, or I'll fucking red flag you. If you don't fuck me good, I'll red flag you.
Look, if you're
Imagine getting fucked and the guy doesn't hit your G-spot, so you just red flag him. This is what conservatives are afraid of. And are they wrong? I don't know. I don't want to live in that world.
I think you should be able to red flag your boyfriend if he doesn't make you come.
What?
I'll go on The View and say that today.
What if you're just in a bad mood and you don't want to come? Because that's what I feel like happens sometimes. You're too busy going, I'm bored. Well, I'm tired. Or maybe you weren't tired. You were just fucking dancing 2 seconds ago. And you asked to have sex. And now it's just this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But, I'm just saying, some women I never come. They say that on Twitter.
Right.
They brag about it. I watch these women brag about not coming.
Not every woman
I've
has...
seen the best minds of my generation brag about not coming.
Not every woman has a rat daddy. Okay?
Look, everyone, they may not have it, but they need it.
Yeah.
No, it's not my invitation. Look, that sounds, I'm not, rat daddy's taken. You find your own rat daddy.
Figure out your own...
You find your own rat daddy, and if he's calling himself rat daddy, I'm going to find him. That's my thing. Yeah. So where we go from here?
You mean with the gun control?
I don't know. Just America. Like,
Yeah.
should we ban lunch? Maybe we could ban lunch.
We should do, yeah.
Get breakfast and dinner. That should be plenty. Maybe you eat a few peanuts during the day if you're peckish.
Right.
Who's eating
Yeah.
Get rid of. I mean, if we got rid of lunch, I feel like that would solve like obesity, money,
Sure.
time. Some kids might die anyway. I mean, whatever. I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's a good law.
Yeah, no lunch. How would you enforce it? They just cops just start shooting kids.
Yeah.
If you're eating.
Yeah. You have SWAT teams that just kick down your door around noon. And
Are they actually going to do something in this case and not just sit around waiting? You know, while I'm eating, like this kid's eating lunch. This kid already ate 2 hours ago. You just sat around doing nothing. I thought you were a SWAT team. You just sat around and waited while he's.
Look, you're going to need a big network of informants.
No, I'm talking about these. But at the end of the day, if these cops are like these Uvalde cops, it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Someone needs to go in and breach the door. This kid's just been eating egg salad for hours. And he did nothing?
We need to go I mean, that's also where the crack shots would come in handy.
Crack shot cops.
You shoot
Hashtag crack shot cops.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shoot the empanada out of their hand.
Oh, right. We did bring that up. Yeah, I agree.
Look, there's still a future.
Is it? I mean, the sun's burning.
Yeah.
Didn't you say Greta Thunberg was at this festival?
Yeah, she was too.
What was she doing?
Just, I don't know.
She really fell off.
Yeah, I don't know. She hit a wall.
I mean, I love how we're all surprised that some 12-year-old yelling had to realize that like that doesn't work. Wait, but I yelled at them.
Yeah.
I shamed these corporate lobbyists. I shamed these front men for like giant special interests. I shamed them publicly.
Right.
This was my Angus moment. The coming of age film Angus.
Yeah.
Does he do that? Or my Legally Blonde moment? Is that a good example?
Yeah,
That was my Legally Blonde. Why didn't it work? Why didn't they save the planet? Shame on you for not being shamed. You should listen to Kump podcast and subscribe to the Patreon. Is that good, Greta Thunberg?
yeah.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
the repertoire just keeps growing.
My new character, Greta Thunberg. Yeah. Subscribe to the Kump Patreon. It's only $5 a month. and you just don't subscribe? I shame you.
Look, if the Stranger Kids thing
Thank you, Greta.
or any lesson, like it's just like you can't put all your eggs in a
Hey, we're not putting eggs in anything. In anybody. I'm not putting eggs in anybody. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Keeping my eggs.
I'm gonna say the problem with trotting out kids is sometimes they hit a wall.
Yeah. Sometimes you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, you know, we got this Patreon. You can sign up if you want, and you get an extra episode every week. And everyone loves it. And they slap me and they go, high five. High five. This is so good. It's like $5 a month. So if you like this show, maybe think about doing that. And if you don't, that's fine. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Otherwise, we'll see you in the Patreon. We'll see whatever. Have a great week.